by self-value.
No, don't forget the personal story. I remember when I was left for dead.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
give a personal story.
Okay, okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I can remember being left for dead, so to speak. I had come home from college, you know, started making knucklehead decisions, running in the streets, and, you know, racked up some, had some, let's just say I've had some brushes with the law. Now, in my early 20s, you know, I wasn't really worried about what was wrong. I wasn't going to prison, and I was thinking that I was beating the system because I wasn't going to prison. But in reality, when I turned 30, I kind of wanted to, you know, change my life and kind of make up for some of the mistakes I made. So as I started applying for jobs, I couldn't get no job, you know, and black man with a wife and a family with no income. I mean, I felt left for dead because I didn't really feel like who was lobbying for folks like me that was in trouble but had learned from their mistakes and wanted to change their lives around. And literally, I mean, there was no one. I mean, I had to look in the mirror, dig deep, and find a way, you know, to kind of make up for the shortcomings that I, you know, encountered when I was out there doing knucklehead things, running the streets. So that was, you know, I can relate to the left for dead. That's when I came up with the left for dead theory, because I really literally felt like I was left for dead because I didn't feel like there was no options for me. I mean, I couldn't get a job. I was let go on jobs that I had worked for maybe a month or two, and then they tell me my background came back, and you know, I thought that I could outwork my background, meaning not miss a day, show up on time, you know, stay over if they needed to, doing the little extra things. But really, that wasn't enough, because when the records came back, I just had to be let go. And after going through that so many times, I just realized that I really had to dig deep. So that was, you know, that was my experiences and what made me feel like I was left for dead. Step 2 is identifying self-value. Every individual born on this earth has a talent and has a value. And a lot of us practice our values. Whatever you do in your free time, it might be a hobby, but because you spend so much time doing it, then you become good at it. And if you do spend enough time doing it, you become great at it. Well, and what happens is, once you know your value, then, you know, anything is possible, because you know how to come over it. Me, myself personally, I struggled with that over the years as far as knowing what my worth was. I didn't really learn to appreciate my worth until later in life. You know, after 30, I say I'm 47 now, just turned 47. So for 30 years, I just didn't think I had what it took to be what I always felt that I could be. So the message that I'm looking to share is that the earlier you identify your value, and you know, the more vibrant you can become, because whatever your talent is, you know, a lot of people want to try to be the next rap star or want to be the next Michael Jordan. Well, unfortunately, everybody doesn't make it into those careers, but there are also so many other career choices and opportunities that I'm pretty sure you could probably fit into. So the second step is identifying self-value. That'll really, you know, that's an important, you know, part of this equation. The third step, identifying personal obstacles. Okay, everybody has a vice. And a lot of times we lean on our vices to forget what we don't want to remember from in the past, or, you know, years ago, or, you know, it's a distraction. It's a way to not hold ourselves accountable. But the key to turning your life around is identifying your vices. And once you identify your vices and put them in the context of how they're hurting you, then it's easier to control them and to get over them, you know, to prevent them from holding you back in any kind of way. Fourth step is foundation genealogy. It's in you. Greatness is in you. You know, greatness is in you. It's in every one of us. That's one thing God, you know, delivered to every living soul, was the ability to be great at something. So whatever your talent is that you are doing in your spare time and you love it so much as a hobby, well, there's a great chance that you can become great at it. And knowing your genealogy, it's, you know, knowing our history. We so don't know what our great-grandfathers did or great-great-great-grandfathers did. That's an important step, because a lot of the skills that are in us that we inherited come from somewhere. And knowing where that comes from helps a lot. Like I was introduced into new construction and building houses in 2005, and I fell in love with it. You know, I became passionate about it. And after I was probably waist deep into new construction, and this is what I'm gonna do, and this is opportunity to change my life, I discovered that my grandfather was a builder. Back when builders did everything from the foundation to the roof on housing. So that was just confirmation to me that, hey, this is it. You know, this is it. So knowing your history and knowing where you